Chatter that matters. Hey everyone, what's going on? Happy Monday. Welcome to Chatter That Matters, episode 18. Hope everyone's doing well. Another Monday has come and gone. We're still here. Vision, what's going on, man? How was your weekend?
Week was good. Went by pretty fast. You know, relaxing. Just actually stayed home because my son was sick, so taking care of him.
Is he feeling better?
Yeah, he's up and moving and eating everything.
All right, awesome. Good to hear. Glad you can make it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Lights are looking great.
Thanks, man.
D-Rock, what's going on, man? Happy Monday to you. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good, man. Finally got my pool set up, so I'm ready to have some fun time in the pool next couple of weekends.
Very nice. Very
but
nice.
I'm sitting here admiring everybody's setups. Everybody's setups look really good right now, and I'm ready to build my actual room and do my stuff. So
get it started. Yours is looking great as well, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a little temporary setup, so
looks great. Like the lighting.
Thanks.
Glad you can make it. Another setup that's been in the works that's looking great. Vega, what's going on, man? Happy Monday to you.
What's up, man? Hey, D-Rock, you inviting other people from the state over for the pool parties?
Wow.
Were you inviting yourself?
No, never. I would never do such a thing.
No, I'm just messing with you, man. I don't care. Come on over. You're not that far away.
No, I'm just messing. Yeah, I had a similar experience to Vision. My weekend kind of just flew by. Next thing you know, I was like, oh, Friday night enjoying club, and next thing you know, it's Monday morning again. Worked on a few things here and there and just tried to get ready for the week. Now I feel like I'm fighting. It's the beginning of the month, which is always a busier time for me. So every day I kind of come home a little tired. So I'm glad that tonight I had something to look forward to rejuvenate me.
Heck yeah. Well, we'll try. No promises.
Oh, Jerry will do it.
No coffee tonight, so we'll see. But glad you can make it, man.
Appreciate it.
Jerry, happy Monday to you. How was your weekend?
It wasn't too bad. Worked all weekend, but
yeah. Life. That's how it is. It's,
it is what it is.
The wheel has to keep on rolling.
Yeah. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. Probably did like most of us, and finally got to see Godzilla -1.
Same here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Has everybody on the panel seen it?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Not yet. Alan hasn't seen it yet. Okay.
It's a really good movie. It's amazing.
I was happy it was in English. I thought I was like, oh dang! I thought it was gonna be the subtitles.
Yeah, it was weird. Like Netflix, when you start it, it just automatically put it in English. I saw like the first 5 minutes in English, and I was like, you know what? Let me put it in how it's meant to be and put it in Japanese.
There you go, Jerry.
Yeah.
It was long, but it was definitely a good watch. The hype is there.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the better movies of Godzilla and stuff.
I see where they got the statue from too. Like I paused it. It was crazy because I paused it and I showed my girl. Then I said, "Look at this." And I said, "Show her the statue." And she's like, "Oh, is that one that they get?" I was like, "I don't know. Am I?" Shit. I'm like, "We can get you on the show." If I get hurt now with it,
no spoilers. No spoilers.
Movie was great. Didn't make me get the statue, which I'm happy.
Okay, fair enough.
Saves you money.
Yeah, it saves me a lot of money.
It was good. The story was great. It was that's what I think really drew you in was it was a well-written story, and then Godzilla was just in it. That was like the cherry on the cake.
Yeah, I like that he was an actual monster. It wasn't like he's our savior that happens to be killing thousands of people and destroying our cities, but he's here to save us.
Yeah, no, it was a good watch. I'd watch it again, to be honest. Awesome.
Yeah.
Glad you can make it, Jerry. Alan, what's going on, man? Happy Monday to you. How was your weekend?
Yeah, happy Monday. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. The weekend, they just fly by. Just working around the house. trying
That's
to get
it.
organized. I'm hoping that this week all the glass doors for my new cabinets arrive, so that I can finally start to unbox a bunch of stuff and put it out
You
for
had a
display.
you had a few pieces coming in this week, if I remember
Uh,
correctly, right?
I have on Wednesday the Queen Catwoman on Batpod 1/3
Okay, very
is
nice.
arriving, and the Weta Salvation of Mob Doom
Oh,
is
wow.
arriving.
That's a beautiful piece.
That's the one with the
Two
bird?
beautiful pieces.
Yeah, with the eagle. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you got your queens fixed then, right? Your Batpod, or switched out?
The one that was damaged was sent back to the distributor,
Okay.
and I got another brand new one from a different distributor.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to see those. The Salvation is going to be a stunner.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be cool.
Awesome. Well, glad you can make it as well, as always.
Thanks.
Let's see who's in the chat, and then we're going to get this bad boy rolling. Let's kick some music on here and have some fun tonight. What's going on with Random Korean? Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good day at work, man, or a good evening at work. We got Nice Guy stopping by. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Bats in the Belfry as well. Got the main man. Always good to see you. Who else? We got Mark P. What's going on, Mark? Bob Dylan. Always great to see Bob in the chat. The panel is almost as sexy as that J&D John Wick for the win. What's going on, Bob? Good to see you, man. Slifer says, don't invite Vega. He'll piss in the pool, D-Rock. What's going on, Jojo? Great to see you. Wow. What's good? Here, start shit. Godzilla -1 is better than Batman 89. All right.
Yeah,
Jojo.
I mean, that's a given.
Whatever you
Appreciate
say,
it,
Jojo. No, not at all. What's going on, Travis? Great to see you as well. Going to pre-order that new Sideshow Mystique for my X-Men collection. We're going to talk about that a little bit later as well. Exciting times. I'm going to do something a little bit different. We got space today on the panel, so I'm going to drop the link in the chat. If anybody wants to hop on, if they got a mic, and it could be headphones, a mic, whatever. If you want to hop on, the link is in the chat. Come hang out with us. Rob's here. What's going on, Rob? The Acolyte starts tomorrow night. What do Star Wars collectors have to look forward to, in your opinion? Oh, I've been completely out of the loop with the latest Star Wars shows. Anyone here into what was the last one that was on
Ahsoka?
Ahsoka? Yeah, I didn't even watch that yet.
I think the best thing I've seen with Star Wars recently was that first season of Visions, the anime.
Yeah, I liked Visions.
That was like the best thing I've seen. And that one episode with the where it was like the teacher and the student going to that one planet to check out like some dark side energy, and they come across that old I guess Sith Lord or whatever.
Yeah,
Have to fight him. That was a really good episode.
I liked the very first one where it was R2 with that samurai.
Oh yeah,
Remember that one?
yeah,
that was a
good.
badass.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
That first season was really good.
Made a statue of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, Damiano? Good to see you. Rob says Andor was good and some of Kenobi. Yeah, people raving about Andor, I heard. I don't know. The last thing I watched from Star Wars that I was like, wow, was Rogue One. To be honest. Some parts of Kenobi, I agree.
The last thing I saw Star Wars that had me like that were the cutscenes of Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor.
Savage. I'll drop the link again if anybody wants to hop on. We're gonna get started. Let's do a wheel spin. We're gonna do a little bit different tonight. A wheel spin. Actually, let me make sure I sent the link.
You giving away a bus?
No, nothing crazy.
Have anybody played the Star Wars video game on PS5?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah. I
the
might see
best
it too.
thing I've seen in Star Wars.
You talking about the first one or the one that just came out?
The one just came out. Well, I beat the
I
first one.
Yeah, I
I
played
haven't
both.
played that one yet. I like the first one.
Yeah, the second one's is good too.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can check it
I haven't
out.
beat the second one. I haven't really played it in a long time, but I have it, and I actually have it on PSVR too. I just don't play it either.
Wow.
It's just looking
Not
and
a-
stuff.
Not a perfect game, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shuffle it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoever it lands on is going to be the one to give us the topic tonight. If you can't give us a topic, you'll start off trivia minus 300 points. If you can't answer the topic question, you'll start off with minus 300 as well. So good luck to everyone.
Jeez, savage.
Yeah, this is military here, man.
Let me drop down and give you 20 while we're at it.
Jeez. Please don't land on John. It's gonna land on
I think it's an Allen.
It's gonna be on Alan.
There you go. Good. I wasn't prepared.
Wow.
No, keep going.
No.
Spin
it again, then.
Oh,
If it lands on John, John gets to
Shit.
pick who goes.
That sucks.
Love it.
That's kind of bullshit. Okay. Let me remove this tab here. Stop sharing. That's kind of bull. Okay. I'm kidding.
negative 300.
No, so, well, yeah, I could pass it because I'm not even playing. But anyways, my question would be to you guys and to the chat. If you were given, let's say, the keys to any statue company, right? You took over managerial role, CEO of any statue company for 5 years. Your contract is for 5 years. And everything that you implement, you're taking the company in as it is now, and everything you implement, the next CEO is supposed to keep and continue. So you're kickstarting the company from where it is now to the next 5 years in the future. What company would you take over? And what's one thing you would implement?
Prime 1 free shipping.
I already knew it.
I would literally look at all the numbers. I know for a fact. I look at all the numbers, and I probably hire D-Rock to be my spokesperson and probably Vega because you guys have the voice for it. But I would look at the numbers like no other, and I would make it a way that I'll see where everything goes and see how much money we have overhead and how much we go for marketing and stuff like that. But I would try to do maybe not everything free shipping, but I would just hit them once in a while, like the 48 hours, like I was saying, make it fun, you know.
Okay, but
Certain-
which company?
Prime 1, 100% Prime 1.
So you want to take over Prime 1. You're going to be
Yeah.
CEO for 5 years.
Yeah.
And then your goal will be to implement more cost-effective shipping.
Yeah.
If you take over CEO for Prime 1, I'm selling everything, all right? No, I'm kidding.
The statues are all going to be $1,000 more expensive. So
Nah, it'll be
No.
a nice price.
That's good. I think, I can appreciate that because I find with Prime 1, that is one area that they really need to work on is the shipping and the cost and quoting shipping. When you purchase something, what you're quoted compared to when it's shipping, what you're being charged is ridiculous. So I can appreciate that.
They can have a meeting with like UPS and then if you're shipping out a lot of stuff, they'll give you a fixed rate, if they ship like that. So you can figure it out.
For sure. I appreciate that, Vision. I guess you're not losing 300. How about you, D-Rock?
We're Canada though. Canada gotta pay.
Canada is double the cost. What's going on, Jelena? Good to see you. Congrats on Hulk. Getting your LBS Hulk.
Congrats.
Is it my turn? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
You
Yeah,
said
we'll
D-Rock?
go in order. We'll go in order.
I think I would also do Prime 1. And I would want to do a 1/3 Star Wars line. I would want to get that. Like my goal would be to get the license for Star Wars and do a really, really like the best done, best painted, best sculpts.
Okay.
The right characters, starting with the classics, not starting with whatever the newest movie that came out with, because I'm not trying to just chase numbers. So probably start with the classics and just do a really good Star Wars line.
Would you focus just on 1/3?
I would do just 1/3 for this line because I just want it to be. I want it to be stand out on its own. And I think for in over 5 years, I think that it'd probably take that long to get through it.
Jim.
So.
Now, to ask you one final question, would that be a team up with Blitzway? Would you keep Blitzway in on that
I
idea?
would most definitely keep Blitzway in because I think without them, we wouldn't have good head sculpts. We wouldn't have accurate screen to screen. Not as accurate. Let's put it that way. And the whole point of this line would be that it's going to be like the best of the best. You know, the whole reason I picked Prime 1 and then Star Wars was like, let's take the two things, put them together and make it even better. So it'd be like the first phase at least I could get done in probably 5 years. It should be like the original cast, the original characters.
Did you go museum or would you go dynamic?
That's a good question. I probably would pick iconic scenes and go with those, whatever they ended up being. I think I would just roll with whatever. I mean, of course, I'm not going to pick something where the character's like leaping off the page like the quarter scale Captain America back here from Sideshow, but that's because the engineering, I don't want to deal with extra, engineering for 1/3 scale.
Yeah.
There would definitely be. I would definitely be up for either one. Like it didn't have to be one or the other. It's whatever pose fits the character best from, the films. So
yeah. Those will be some nice big pieces. You're gonna need a partner on shipping. So hit me up.
Exactly. Sounds like we're putting a good company here together.
Yeah.
What's going on, John? Good to see you. I'd recommend John.
Yeah, you know what? And here's the other thing I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this too because I doubt this is gonna happen in the future. I would try to keep the prices of these statues below $2,000. That would be the goal. Do all this for under $2,000, which I don't think if Prime 1 got the license and did third scale right now, Star Wars, they would be. I don't think any of the pieces would be.
But you have the lightsabers lit up, right? They'll be like plug-in light up.
I would definitely, if the scene called for it, yes.
Okay.
And there would be some price differences between them, obviously, depending on, maybe base layout or if one's simpler design in general. But yeah, I mean, I'm open to all options as far as if it needs a light up or if it needs, some dynamic movement or a little bit more elaborate base to pull off the scene, etc. But I'm not locked into that either. Like I'm not going in there going, we're doing only elaborate bases, as much crap as we can put on that base, and so we can charge more money for these statues. I'm not going in like that. I'm going in with here's the characters we want to do. What are the scenes? Let's pick like the top 3 scenes from the movies. Let's start with the original trilogy, and we'll say top 3 scenes from the original trilogy that each of these characters is known for, and it's like their iconic look, you know what I mean, from the films. And then we whittle down from there. That's basically what I would do. So
yeah,
that'd be my 5-year plan.
Okay.
Basically.
What's going on, Knight? Always great to see you. Happy Monday. Carl saying Prime 1 Star Wars would be like $2,500 minimum.
Yeah, well, that's Prime 1 now.
Not with D-Rock in charge, yeah.
D-Rock Prime 1, $19.99.
Yeah.
Everything, $19.99.
Yeah. $19.99 or less. How about that?
What's going on, Dennis? Great to see you. Happy Monday to you. All right. D-Rock saving 300 points. Vega, what's going on? Tell me. Which company and what was one thing you would implement?
I would also take over Prime 1 Studio, and I would get rid of the Batman license because we don't need any more of those damn things in the. I'm joking. I'm not trying to get kicked off. All right. I would seriously.
Jesus.
I'm like, sorry, I came out swinging. I don't know what came over me. I would take over PCS.
Okay.
I think that their best stuff surrounds creatures of some kind and horror and monsters and things like that. So my 5-year plan is slowly phasing out anything with human likenesses. Let's get rid of that stuff. Let's really lean into the horror creature monster genre because there are so many untapped areas. Just looking at at pop culture within the genre. Lots of movies, lots of iconic characters that can be made. But then I also think that because they do so well with those types of sculpts, that PCS could also venture into something a little bit more original in a similar way that Sideshow's done Court of the Dead, and now they're doing their own little original horror thing. PCS could do that too, except similar, and I don't mean to piggyback off of an older idea that was posed by D-Rock, but I think it's not only building a line of statues, but I think it's also building a story to go along with them, and being able to put that stuff out to draw more interest and build backstory behind it so that there is some connection to the pieces that are being put out. So yeah, take over PCS, really go full throttle with horror and creatures and things of that nature, and phase out some things that just don't get the best publicity, honestly. And ensure that edition sizes are updated on the website appropriately. That's a real pain in my butt.
Fair enough. All good points. I guess you're going to save your 300 points too.
I have to for when I ruin my chances at the end.
Wow. Let's see who's next. Jerry. Which company, Jerry? And what's
I'm gonna go with Queen.
Who?
Queen.
Okay. Good choice. Wow.
And I'm gonna go. I'll go back down to a quarter scale and finish the Marvel line that they just left hanging.
Wow. I think you're gonna get some people's votes there.
And also, similar to like D-Rock, acquire the Star Wars license and do a quarter scale line in that.
Quarter scale. Okay. Interesting. I think it's always been people have always wondered like when they were in their heyday and that hype train was there. Queen was the company everybody wanted to take that Star Wars license and run with.
Yeah.
If unfortunately it didn't go that route, but with Jerry in charge, in Jerry we believe.
Yeah.
Maybe you change it from Queen to King.
I'm not doing 1/3. Like
no 1/3.
Like
okay. All right.
I don't collect 1/3, so I gotta stick with quarter.
Sure. Selfish CEO. That's fine.
Yeah, of course. Aren't they all?
What's going on, Theodore? All right, man. Good. And last but not least, how about yourself, Alan?
Well, I'm gonna pick a company that's probably a little unpopular. I want to take over J&D
Okay.
for 5 years, and the first thing I would implement is when they've got a prototype ready to put out, don't put it out. Start scrutinizing it internally before you put it out, and the collectors start scrutinizing it like to pieces. They need to look at these things a little more closely before they put it out to the public. They're priding themselves on having the most accurate facial sculpts in the industry, and they're not doing it. Yes, they're using silicone and glass eyes and rooted hair, but if you don't have the facial sculpt right, that you're just throwing your money away. So that's the first thing I would do is, before you put it out there, they've got to take the time internally and really scrutinize it. And if it isn't right, fix it before you put it out to the public. The second thing is they need to do something to pull their costs in a little bit. I think these pieces are way overpriced. I'd like to see them come in with a price point that's comparable or at least closer to what Prime One Blitzway does for their movie pieces. Because right now you got the choice between a Catwoman Prime One Blitzway, that's a beautiful piece, and you've got J&D that comes out with one that's 2.5 times as expensive, and people start poking at the likeness right off the bat. So they got to get the likeness right, and they got to lower the price. And they might, and the other thing I would implement is let's do something a little bit more creative with these bases. It's starting to get boring as hell. and there's a lot more that could be done. They did it with Superman. They did it a little bit where they raised him up on a rock, and it's not quite just a little flat little square. I think they could get a little bit more creative with that, and that's one of the things I would implement as well, and bring the pricing in and make it a little more affordable for collectors. And I think that would help their brand.
Fair enough. So, taking a step back and actually not necessarily wanting, you wanting to put J&D put the product forward and present it to the customer when it's more concrete as opposed to getting customer feedback.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
And the price point, I think the price points will definitely help lowering the price.
Easy,
point.
just leave the silicone behind and switch to PVC, like Blitzway.
Well, they could make it an option. Have two price points.
Yeah, have a cheaper more affordable option.
Exactly. They have to do something to be more competitive with the other brands.
Yeah. Even though like I don't buy J&D, I do agree with the bases. Like what's the artist, Basquiat or whatever? Like that base looks really nice. They went more, whatever his
Paul
name
Squat.
is. But like they added more to his base.
Yeah, and not only that, I think people were happy with the Catwoman and her price point.
Yeah.
$19.99, I think, was for the single was.
And they did listen to feedback and included the railing behind the entire piece.
Exactly.
We got the dual set. But they should have thought of these things before they even put it out there. I mean, that was such an obvious thing that everyone picked up on it immediately, except them.
Maybe maybe a business move purposely so that they could make it seem like they had customer service. No, they wouldn't do that. No. Great points though. Well, everybody hit the nail on the head tonight, so I see a good panel of some CEOs here. Send in the resumes.
That we would all get it.
I thought that was a harder question. Yeah, I didn't think you were all. Well, no, you guys are on the ball. You guys are usually on the ball. Look at what Carl says. I would take over XM, drag Brian Tan back as chief creative officer.
Here, Carl. Agreed.
XM? Who's XM again?
Oh,
sorry.
Oh,
It's just.
oh.
Let's talk some. All right, let's see a preview. We got a preview today from Sideshow at Tease. That got people excited, people talking. Let's take a look at it. Tell me what you guys
Jojo
think.
funny.
Jojo says, would take over J&D and file bankruptcy and transfer their money into my account. Wow. Sounds like a CEO thing to do. Sideshow dropping a little tease, working backwards this time, I think, with this one. We got to see Dazzler, X-23, and that long-awaited Mystique in the middle. And I kind of like what they did here, as opposed to showing us the full statue in the light, they're showing us the light-up feature first. I thought that was kind of creative and a way to kind of do things backwards and spice things up a bit. But what are you guys thinking on this Mystique? A sitting down pose, nice light up, but what do you think of so far? Really?
a big gun. So I'm in on the big gun.
You like the big gun?
You like the big gun?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I think it looks different. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
Than
I
just
think it looks
her
good.
normal standing pose.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, I think it has some potential, but I think my concern is that the art direction that Sideshow is going in with these, at least these two X-Men that have been revealed, just isn't my taste.
Okay.
It's much more, comic-y and simplistic, not super textured, not modernized, and I prefer modernized. I think that Mystique for me, and I know not everyone agrees with this, but if there isn't a transformation something with this Mystique, it's why make it?
You want a Mystique that a transformation, like
Some sort of
aspect her?
transformation aspect.
Okay.
Absolutely, that's her mutant power.
Yeah.
And this, and what I imagine when I look at this scene, is because of Mystique's ability to transform. She's typically in the comic, she does a lot of infiltration, because she can obviously just disguise herself as somebody and then walk right in. So I kind of see this as again, I don't know because I can't make out all the details, but it feels like she snuck into a place. She's going through their files and whatnot. So, I'd like a little, and I believe if it rings true, when Sideshow did whatever panel they did months and months ago, where they started showing some brief teases, I believe the Mystique had some sort of maybe like soldier-like transformation aspect. So, if that maintains, then maybe this will be a little bit more interesting. But I did see some comments that were talking about kind of the displayability, with the gun covering, the gun being so big and covering a lot of her body. Of course, it is covering her, between leg section. And then if you were to try and display from other angles, potentially the sides of the screen would cover up parts of her. So I thought that was something interesting that I don't always take into consideration at first, is just kind of, how would this be displayed? How would I want it displayed? Can it be displayed that way? But again, I think what they've shown thus far for this current run of X-Men statues, to me, has been pretty underwhelming, which is fine. They had a really strong run with their mutant characters. So I think it just kind of deflates my excitement for the Mystique.
Fair enough. Carl saying Sideshow taking some notes from XM with barely showing the character. Haha. I don't know. I appreciate what they did here. I think it was more of a, how they give us the tease and then we're always like, well, does it light up?
Right.
Will it have a... Now they're giving it, oh yeah, it does light up. So now you're going to wait to see the full reveal. AO, what's going on? Good to see you. Anyone else have any thoughts on this?
I'm waiting to see what she's sitting on. It could end up being a throne piece.
Yeah.
It's all blacked out there, so you really can't tell what she's sitting on. But clearly, there's something substantial there, and I'm kind of waiting to see what that is.
Yeah, and then it has the light up on the base as well.
It almost looks like she's in a Predator movie, or an Alien movie. Excuse me, like she's in the ship. Like it doesn't, like I'm saying, like it's weird because if you look at the zoomed in version on what she's sitting on, it doesn't look like a chair,
right,
to sit in. But then if you look at the lettering and the angles on the design of the metal, it reminds me of 80s Alien designs inside their ships. Kind of that real simplified, kind of grimy, dirty metal.
Yeah. I mean, and there's
type thing.
Yeah, and there's plenty of alien-like settings that you could imagine it in. But I would think, and I agree with you, the design doesn't look like a chair of any kind. But
no.
I would think that it would be, because the screen seems like it would be perfect for sitting down, and then you're doing stuff on the screen. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the other question is who are the characters she's looking at, because that might give you an idea of where she is.
Yeah.
But I can't really tell.
I can't tell.
It looks I can't tell.
Jugs on bottom, maybe Pyro on top. I'm just making stuff up. Oh, Destiny. That's Destiny to the right. That's like her wife, girlfriend, partner.
Oh, is that okay? Well,
I'm pretty sure. So I'm guessing it's Destiny on the right, Juggernaut on the bottom, and then Pyro on the top. But I'm just making guesses from a blurry character.
Or Black Tom Cassidy on the top.
Oh, or Black Tom.
If you're doing Juggernaut, which is weird to do Juggernaut with no helmet, but I also think the gun. I wonder if the gun is I guess there's no switch out, but if there was, that would be nice. That she has a different. The pose is the same, obviously, but the gun's not there because it does cover up 2/3 of her whole body.
Right.
And most people buying Mystique statues, appreciate her body, I'm sure, because she's scantily clad. She has a certain look. She has a certain kind of sensuality to her look, and you're kind of getting rid of that with the gun. But the gun itself, to me, is like the best part of the statue so far.
Oh,
Plus,
I
that's
just
the only thing I
realized.
can really see too. So
Yeah, that is Destiny. I realize it says Irene Adler on there.
okay.
Carl says, I
And
think Blob on the lower side of
That
the
is
screen.
Blob.
Oh, yep, that's a good call, Carl.
So it still kind of begs the question of like where she is. But anyway, I also think it's like if you've got the statue this complete, why not just reveal it?
I don't know. I like this.
This is a
I
personal
like what they're
preference.
doing here.
I think I think that now is the time to start building hype towards Sideshow Con, right? Start dropping teases, then piss people off over the next 30 days by not showing anything else. And then for the however day, 28-day event that Sideshow Con is supposed to be this year, you'll see her one day.
So yeah, and the Wolverine at the bottom, right, kind of makes me a little hesitant if they're going that route, because you have like ultra realistic parts of it, which is like the base, the base, all that looks like not comic book. It looks like pretty realistic,
right?
And then you look at her and she doesn't look realistic at all, like a real, like they don't match. In other words, is what I'm saying. So if this thing has really good metal paintwork on that chair, whatever you want to call it, she's sitting in, and the screen looks really good and high tech. The gun's really detailed and high tech, and then she looks like comic version with no like texture detail. That's going to be a little weird to me again, because it's going to have that same kind of issue the other one has, which is like the styles don't match in the same statue. But that being said, I mean, I do kind of like the pose, and I think the light up features are nice that Sideshow's doing lately.
Yeah,
and I'm not a huge Mystique fan, so it doesn't really matter to me either way. But you know, the gun looks awesome. I'll give it that.
They
And
wanted
saying,
to go
I
ahead
didn't
and-
like that Mystique, John, only because she reminds me of the Black Widow or Domino style, not my Mystique. Bro, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well.
And also, I
Anybody
agree with
want-
Vega. Mystique needs to have some type of transformation, because that is her power. Her power isn't she's Black Widow. Her power is she can change it.
Maybe they're trying to do something different, though, because we've had that already, right?
But you also
Who
get,
knows?
I mean, how many Wolverine statues do you get without the claws?
Yeah, but still,
So,
it's
I mean,
still
nobody complains
it's-
about that.
it's still Mystique. It's just her in her
Is it?
relaxed moment. Sure, she's just chilling. Who knows? Let's see the full reveal. Maybe we'll get a swap out that shows some
think
sort
we
of
will.
transformation.
I think we will get a swap.
Maybe a
out.
swap out portrait or
I guess
something.
what I'm getting at is, if I'm going to pay $800 for a statue, I'd kind of like to see her doing something or using her powers as an.
That's why they went ahead and showed the light up, so that we know to expect a slightly
Exactly,
higher
yeah.
price.
Exactly.
Good point.
Yeah,
I'm not buying it. I'm not
I
buying
would-
statues for light up features though. I'm
I
buying
agree.
Characters and
They need to look good without the light up, because I'm not going to
Yeah,
plug
exactly.
it in and light
Yeah,
it up.
but we're jumping to such conclusions. I don't think that we can. Look, I think that they're taking a different approach. We don't know if it's going to be ugly, as opposed to. I think they're doing, like I said, that different approach in the sense that they're showing us the light up first. It's just different. I think we're jumping way too quick conclusions, saying it's going to be ugly already.
Who
Personally,
said it was going to be ugly? I said if. I'm just
but
saying
still,
if
I
it's
don't
like you know, it needs to match. Like the styles need to match. If you're doing
sure.
a ton of detail on the base, why would the character not be detailed? You know, that's just kind of artistic wise.
Yeah, but what does Dazzler match? Dazzler doesn't match anything. This could be a standalone.
None of the
Mystique.
stuff on her statue looks like ultra realistic either. It all, like the art direction of it's very cohesive. She like if you look at the Wolverine, obviously she looks completely different than the base she's standing on.
Sure.
Like they do not match at all. I'm not saying Mystique's going to be that way. I'm just saying I hope that they, you know, pick a direction.
Fair enough. We will. The second we get picks, we'll show them. You think they're gonna wait for the next con, the next event?
I don't know.
I don't know, because they have a lot to. They have a lot still to show for the con. I mean, we're still waiting on 2 Hulks. You know, 2
Hulks
Hulks,
were-
Mystique. I mean, the full Mystique, Weapon X,
Weapon X.
Constantine,
Constantine.
the Betty Page, the 3 original horror line originals,
Yeah.
the new Pope Vixens. Like, there's a bunch that they've teased. So, but again, like I said, the con's supposed to be like all month, so I don't know what the format's going to look like.
Yeah. You
I mean,
might
you don't
get
have enough to do
Constantine
everything.
for Halloween.
Oh my goodness,
Imagine that.
that would stink. I'm really interested in seeing that piece because I know people are excited for that character. But yeah, taking it all the way back to, I think, the way John initially opened it, just in regards to this approach, right? Of not just giving a title card or a piece of the statue on a title card or anything like that, and giving like a full, what looks to be like a real silhouette, right? Not Sideshow, I mean, XM's black and white super blur. But it looks like it's the actual statue, perhaps, and the lights are just turned down. I think that is really cool. And I think
different.
this approach, yeah, it's different. It gives us, gives us a different angle to look at things from. So I do commend them for that.
All right, we'll keep on tugging along. Random says belly button cut out for X23, please. Okay, that's some feedback. Oh, I can guarantee that's probably not going to be a swap out, but
You can choose your innie or your outie.
we'll keep on going. Prime here. So this is what I've been having this conversation with some of the guys, because I feel like this is a hard decision, and I thought we'd just talk about it a little bit. Batman 89, Keaton.
Let's go.
Okay, Batman 89 Keaton, third scale double pack, or we go half scale. Let's take a look at some of the differences, and we'll get into it. First, I want to give you some details. So the 89 half scale, of course, it's going to be half scale, coming in at a price point of $2,599 for this monstrosity. Shipping August 2025 to November 2025. Now we'll move over and jump to the ultimate version, the 1989. Edition size is only 300. $27.99. It's currently waitlisted, and that's supposed to be coming in May to August of 2024. So I put some side by side so we can see, because Friday backstage, I was talking to some of the guys. Wow, Jojo, this is already not off to a good start, okay?
He's really going in on Batman.
Wow. We were talking backstage, and I didn't even notice that there's some slight changes between the two, slight differences between the two. So let's take a look. So on the left is going to be the third scale. On the right is the half scale. So right off the bat, you can see that the base, and I have some closer up photos. The sub base, it doesn't include the sub base, and on the half scale, and it doesn't include the details like the piping and the wiring and all those intricacies in the base. On the half scale, it comes with a leather cape. And the third scale, as of right now, it's just listed as a fabric cape. So we're thinking pleather. Which I'm gonna reach out to Prime One and ask them what's going on, what's their plan, if they're gonna incorporate leather. On the half scale, we get glass eyes, which we're not getting on the third. And the left photo is the third, the right is the half scale. I think those glass eyes make a ton of difference. Ton of difference. But what do you guys think? Base here, this is the base of the third scale. It's, you see the thickness there. You see the all the piping, the pipes, the wiring for the electrical. These are closer up photo here. All the third scale. And then for the, let me get it for the half scale. All that. Problem with the half scale is they didn't include they only included 11 photos. So it's tough to capture. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So here's the base for the half scale. So they got rid of the sub base, that bottom part, and a lot of the detail, like we said, the piping and so forth. So
In the bat signal, it's not even with the chest.
So that's that's what kind of killed me. Is if we go back to this photo here.
Yeah, it's like he's facing a little different direction.
Yeah.
Right.
Compared to the
So on the
sides.
left, it's lined up. The bat symbol on the base is lined up to the chest emblem. The half scale, it's off. He's pointed in a different direction. So where do you guys stand? Where do you think about this?
But he's looking different too, though. Like, and the eyes are looking different from the left to the right as well, I believe. It's not like it's the same, like, Batman.
Same
It's-
pose.
He's looking off to the side in the
Yeah.
half scale. Like he's standing off centered, and then he's looking off to the side, right?
Yeah.
And then with the third, he's looking straight ahead.
straight ahead.
Actually,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So
I
it
think
makes sense.
actually is a difference too.
So Knight says, John, get the double pack. You're not John, the half scale collector. Wow. AO saying, what was your reasoning for not pre-ordering the double pack, John? Aren't you a huge Keaton fan? Great question. I was gonna wait a little bit because, again, in the climate that we were collecting, I wanted to see what other pieces were gonna hit the market. And that's another thing that's in my mind is I have the J&D Catwoman on order. I'd like to see J&D go up to bat as well, and their offering. I wasn't happy with the third scale and the fact that the cape wasn't leather. I wasn't happy about that. And then actually I saw a video, and I'll see if I can find it while we're discussing, but it just wasn't.
If you're going to buy the 1/3 and you have room, I would rather get the half scale because it overall looks better to me.
Well,
But
yeah.
if you
Also,
if you're going to get the double pack, then that's great as well. J&D
What's going on, Ross?
for my liking, so it doesn't really matter.
Theodore says double pack.
Also, if you look at the half scale versus the third scale, they never showed him looking the way he looks in the third scale. I just noticed this, by the way. Looking at these two pictures combined, you never get that really straight on shot like that. That's why it looks so stiff and like awkward. Whenever they would do like shots in the movie pushing in on him, he would have that angle that's on the half scale.
I agree.
It was that like little bit of like he's off, he's facing a little bit away, but looking at the camera, and so they captured that in the half scale. They didn't capture it in the third, and I think that was one of the things a lot of people. I know a lot of people ordered this already, but now that I'm looking at them together, it's kind of getting on my nerves that I have the third on order. But looking at it, I'm like, yeah, that's gonna kind of look weird because he's just dead straight flat, like there's no depth because he's just square on flat. And the one and the like, I want them to do the third scale how they did the half. Why not do both of them standing and looking that way? Because that's
what do you think of the
correct?
What do you think of the
And
emblem?
and it just adds some to it. I actually
me,
don't mind the offset emblem. I don't
Okay.
mind offset emblem because when I look at them together, first off, the one on the right just looks more accurate to like it literally looks like a scene out of the movie when I'm looking at it because of the angle that they give.
It's not really offset either, though, because you in your mind is offset, but it's not. That's why Prime One did it that way, so you could have that look. If they centered it, you can center it to the emblem.
Yeah, and then now like it's like just that little bit of turn.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Now
Yeah.
it looks like it's not really off, but it's turned facing a different direction.
Yeah.
But the one on the left, they're so lined up.
Yeah.
That it's like it draws your eye away from him a little bit.
And the one on the left, if you turn it to your left a little bit, it won't look centered to you. It's gonna look messed up because the emblem on the base looks be over to your left. So the right is like D-Rex said, is accurate.
What's going
I
on,
will
Ross?
go. Yeah, I
I
will
would
go
do
with
half
the
over. Yeah. If your option is to get the 2-pack third or get the half, I think you should get the half. That's my take. As a matter of fact, I may just.
Yeah,
So
but
you're saying though, like you
I
give
may
up
move my
and get
order.
the half D-Rock?
Yeah, I may move my order to half just from looking at those pictures.
did you order the hat? Did you order the
just-
2-pack
you did-
or the single?
No. I just ordered the single because I'm not worried about Bruce Wayne. But it's like looking at those two together, it's amazing how much just that stance changes the statue for me.
So
Yeah.
a couple things here. I think the Bruce
Look,
Wayne's
he's
fantastic.
standing like that in this one. He's standing
This
in the
is-
same stance in this one in the 1/3 Keaton as he is in the Batman half scale. Right foot a little bit back, his body facing a little bit to that direction, his head and eyes turned toward the camera. So it's like man, I wish they'd have done that with the third Batman.
Let me tell you something. If I can get,
That's
if they somehow figured out a way to do, maybe you can work out a deal with a fellow collector. But I would go half scale and buy this Keaton separately.
Oh, just
This
to have
Keaton
it.
is like so good.
It is really good.
Well,
What do you think,
I have
Alan?
I own 3 of the Prime 1 half scales.
Okay.
Got the what do you call it? The Batfleck that they came out with a couple years ago, the Gal Gadot, and the Henry Cavill Superman in half scale. I will never sell those 3 pieces.
Wow.
Wow.
They will probably stay in my collection forever. I love them. If it was me and I didn't care about scale, that half scale to me, that's it. I mean, I don't. There's
I'm kind of in the same boat. Yeah.
I like the proportion better of the base versus the character.
Yeah,
with the half scale. I think there's too much base on the third scale.
Yeah.
And if you look at the cape is much more full on the half scale than it is in the third scale.
Yeah.
And I think just the presence of it, especially with the portrait, the glass eyes, there's no comparison. I mean, for me, it's half scale.
Yeah.
In fact, the more I look at it, I keep looking around my.
I'll see you link right now.
Trying to see where I might be able to squeeze it in someplace, because I really like it. I think it's one of the better ones that they've done.
Yeah, the footprint's not that big either, though, for the half scale. It will take you more space width-wise if you get the double pack.
Knight saying J&D Keaton Batman would be the way to go to pair with your J&D Catwoman and call it done. Now, this is a valid point. Unfortunately, with that, though, is if the J&D Catwoman returns, so that's a completely different suit. So that'll be interesting to see if it's rumored that J&D is going to do Keaton, but is J&D going to do Keaton from 89 with the more rubberized suit, or are we going to go into that returns paneled suit? If they go to the paneled suit, that would be perfect, because then if I really wanted to, I compare that with the Pfeiffer. But I don't know, man. I'm leaning to this half scale personally.
I'm a pre-order the half scale too, though. When D-Rock made that comment about him looking to the side, that's all I see now. Is in my head that he is right. It's like, and then the base is not wrong. The base is 100% right, because if you center the logo, then it won't have that look that they're trying to give you.
Yep.
And the pricing is good to me. I think that it's good. And then like when Alan said it's so thick, it reminds me of LBS thickness, like the circle thickness.
Look at that eye. Look at that, man. The makeup, that's wild.
I may get
this is the Blitzway collaboration. Blitzway's killing it. Sorry?
I'm just saying, I might grab that half scale, even though I have nowhere to put it, just to have it. I just think it's that well done. I think it's excellent.
So someone here had mentioned. Someone mentioned here.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry, dear.
I was just gonna say, like, in all the artwork from the film, all the posters, promotional artwork, they know like where the costume looks best, what angles. So they shoot the angles that, see the angle they're getting right here on the image on the right. It's that angle, that little bit of turn. He's still looking at us, but his face is turned, and then you get all of that definition in the sculpt of the actual cowl. All that pops because of that angle. When it's a straight-on look, it just doesn't pop as much. It just doesn't. You don't get all of that extra detail. Yeah. The light hits it. Like, this is what all the promotional stuff looked like. This image on the right.
Yeah,
it was
all
always
on
like
M. Jacobson
a little bit looking straight at you. So, I think I'm gonna do that too. I think I'm just gonna move the other one over if I can and get that.
Okay, so let's talk more. Yeah, let's talk more on a business standpoint, because AO had said here, what was your reasoning for not pre-ordering the double pack, John? Aren't you a huge Keaton fan? Precisely. And the thing here is now, that double pack, when I first saw it, was like, wow, that's really stunning. But the thing here is now, as from a business perspective, how do you guys feel about this, right? You order the double pack, $27.99, with an NRD of, what was it? Do you remember what it was? Roughly 300, right?
Oh
That's
no,
a
no,
big
sorry, no. Sorry. You said NRD.
NRD. Yeah,
I don't know what the NRD was.
you don't remember what it was? Okay, we can
No.
check. But even if it was $100, let's just say,
Right.
you put the NRD down, you're excited, boom, and then now this baby hasn't even hit collectors' hands. It's at the point where it's almost hitting collectors' hands, May 2024 to August 2024, just around the corner, and now you're announcing the half scale. I don't know, man. I think that's
Well, it's two different statues in my opinion, and one is a 1/3 and one is a half scale. A lot of people can't fit that like that half scale height wise. They can fit that 1/3 in you, more space from the height wise, you know. So like I think it's a market for both.
what's going on, Snow. I think it's a market for both. That's not the point. I think both will sell well. I think what's bad here is I think this should have been offered right off the bat. Just
I
because
agree.
there's a market for both. Of course, the people will buy, but I think there's a lot of third scale collectors now that, just like D-Rock, will drop the third scale and want to convert over now to the half scale. And
It's
what that means,
$279.90 for the
what that
NRD.
$279.90, perfect. Thank you. That's a hefty NRD. But what I wanted to say was, it'll now the collectors who want to drop from 1/3 to half scale. Don't forget, Prime One increased the edition size on this third scale. They increased it to, I believe it was 300, the double pack was 300 if I'm not mistaken, and the single one, the regular version, they increased to 400. That's 700 of these out in the wild. Do you think that they're going to let collectors convert the third scale that's ready to ship, almost ready to ship, to half scale and let them pass over their NRDs after increasing the NRD? The edition size? After increasing the edition size, you think they're going to let you? I hope so. I
don't think everybody's going to do that. It's going to switch over like that though. So you might get a few, but I don't think it'll be that many. That many would do that, and I don't think that many people will actually pre-order through Prime One itself. So it will be more of your reseller that will let you do that or not.
That's even,
You know what I mean?
I think that could even be a stickier situation.
So, yeah, but like a lot of people don't have room for like the half scale, so they'll be just fine with that that third scale, because if they're thinking about a Joker, you would never think. I hope it comes, but you never think that the Joker would be a half scale.
You wouldn't think so.
Yeah. So like, people do. I think both of them are great though. But like me, I'm gonna get the half scale because I like the vision of it. It looks dope. It looks cool.
Did they announce an edition size on that half scale?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay.
But the half scales are NRD for $259 though, so you get, I guess you save $20 with this one compared to the double pack.
Half scale is speaking to me.
I just hope they don't continue this kind of business practice going forward. I think it's bad for business personally. This offering the half scale afterwards. They're doing the same thing with Sauron. Although Sauron is, and again, I think it's a little bit different with Sauron because it's been released for quite some time. The third scale. The quarter scale, right? They're releasing a quarter. Now they're doing it in a third.
What do you think the shipping will be on this half scale? You gotta get just guess the price.
Oh, I don't know, man. Some spots are already offering it shipping included, so I don't know what the breakdown would be.
Yeah.
Probably
depending on how they fit. This should be what, 2 boxes, 1 box, 1 box,
2.
Yeah. 1 for the base, 1 for the Batman.
They quoting 347, so I'm guessing like what, 547?
Yeah, 4 or 5. Yeah. Snoke is saying, "What's going on, Santino? You guys are so good at selling each other." Jesus, I know. This is really.
That's what this is for.
This is like my favorite.
This is enabling 101.
One of these has to come home. So when it comes down to it, it's now deciding.
John,
deciding.
Do you want more a centerpiece, or you want something to pair with like the Catwoman?
Well, no, I don't need anything to pair with the Catwoman. This doesn't pair with the Catwoman because it's 89 Batman. She's 92.
but it's still Keaton.
Yeah, people.
I'm with you, Jerry, so much.
No, I can't be. My fandom will it just can't.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
Yeah.
When you had the,
It'll be a museum. It will be a standalone centerpiece, Jerry.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? I forgot the
Yeah.
word. When you
For
have
that,
like a
I would
religious
say-
setup, what's it called?
Yeah, you want
shrine,
A shrine.
like
Perfect.
like a shrine, yeah.
Perfect. Because he really got me into collecting. This is like
Yeah,
my-
I would say get the half scale then. Like the price difference is minuscule. Like better quality, looks better. Like it would be a no brainer to get the half scale.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Half scale for John.
That's it.
I think most of his panel will get half scale, and then all we gotta do is convince Jerry and Vegas.
Half scale for everybody.
There's no convincing me.
they're
No.
convincing me to buy a
When you
half,
get a half
let
scale,
alone half.
Unless-
when you get a half scale,
Unless you want to get it from me, Vision, free shipping.
Well, my company's going under already, so
Jeez. Let me see if I can pull up some video here quick.
yeah.
When you had the photo up of the side by side with the
Gilbert's off in this, John.
close ups,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
head sculpts,
Oh,
one
shit.
looks like a statue, and the other looks like Keaton.
The poster from the movie.
Which one looks like which?
The one on the right looks like a poster from the movie.
I don't want to give that away. I want you just to buy what you want. No, it's easily the half scale looks like, oh, that's a dude in a suit, and the
Yeah, the
and
one-
the third scale just looked like a statue.
Yeah, for whatever reason, like looking at these pictures, the third scale looks like very stiff.
Yep.
It seems like the half scale look like his chest is up, like it's more like say it with the chest. Like, oh.
Yeah.
There's a life to the half scale.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because it's like, yeah, they're both just standing upright.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like the third looks more like a statue, like there's no life in it. Where the half scale, I don't know, something about it, just similar pose, but looks more like there's more movement, there's more life in it.
I'm just trying to pull this up. Here
Did
we
they
go.
post any pictures of the half scale without the cape draped?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get it for you.
I-
No, I wanted to show this quick first.
just pull them up while you do the live PO, John.
Yeah. I don't want to pre-roll yet until
I do it with
Yeah.
you. Don't be alone. Let's go. That is what it is.
So it's Cisco. If you're not subscribed to her channel already, you must please, because her walkthroughs of the cons, especially the prime ones, are incredible. I think I've watched her content, this video, I don't know how many times. I wanted to pull it up because it shows the Batman right here. This is the third.
Yeah.
So this is why AO I was hesitant on pre-ordering, is whoever futs this cape did an awful job.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a trash bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. One of those heavy duty trash bags.
It looks like his eyes roll back behind his. Like, you can't even see his eyes. Like he on some shit.
He's looking up.
Yeah, it's like he's
Yeah,
the
he's looking
Undertaker.
He's,
They should have kept that in the box.
No, this. I don't think this looks good. Or this, the lighting or
I don't-
something. This is not flattering.
So that's why I
No,
was
I don't-
hesitant on the third.
And it looks fake.
John might be a smart man.
Well, it was Cisco's content. I'm telling you, you have to check her out. I'll link it in her
Yeah,
channel in the
like
description.
Adam and that Black
Look at that,
Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't it.
Base is badass.
Oh, base looks nice. Why can they
I like
use
that.
the real? Why can they use the real logo on the base and not the body?
Let's hide that one.
because in the movie he didn't have the. He had the logo on the body. That's the actual logo in that movie.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a rights issue. They
Okay.
had a rights issue with that logo. They
Okay.
couldn't get it cleared before they started filming
Catwoman scored.
because it wasn't DC shooting the movie. It was another producer who had gotten the rights. They had let it lapse somehow, and he had kind of swept it out from under them.
So that's Cisco's content. Appreciate you sharing that, Cisco, and taking the time. So you wanted to see it without it overlapping.
I
The
just want
art.
to see if they had any pictures with the cape not down.
Yeah, they were very limited to the photos they put out, but this is
Yeah, they-
one of them.
Yeah,
I knew we'd be
they
looking.
had done one from the like posing.
There you
angle.
go.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so he's even standing a little different, almost. It looks like just a little bit. like his foot's back.
His padding is different too, though. The material they use on the padding is his hands and stuff, the gloves is different than the 1/3.
Yeah,
It's
and the
very
cape looks
detailed.
different too. Like the cape,
The cape's leather. Yeah.
The cape when it's straight has more shape to it as well.
Yeah.
Like if you looked at those two side by side you had earlier with the cape straight, one had more creases in it than the other. Like
D-Rock convinced itself to spend $1,000 more.
This one flows well, I think. Okay. Look at that.
I mean, the
I
half
think
scale
this
looks
is the
better,
one.
man. If nothing else, the pose is right. They got the pose right, where the other one was like too straight on. I don't know why
I'm
they did
excited,
that. Now that
man.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm excited. I really wanted that Bruce Wayne, though. I'm not gonna lie.
You still
Oh,
can
well.
get it though. You know somebody will buy it, like
Yeah.
you know, one of the
Split
roadies.
it up, maybe.
Take food stamps.
Wow. Knights at Shrine, you mean with like chicken bones and blood and candles? Pretty much. M. Jacobson saying nothing to think about here. Real leather shines in a different way. Yeah, and we were discussing a little bit. Godzilla -1 playing on Netflix. I watched it as well. Phenomenal. That ending, Jesus. Jojo saying 1/3 is more movie-like because it's very stiff-looking. Okay, fair enough. All right, well, I think half is going to be the way I stand. I'm not going to pre-order anything yet because the third will be around the corner, hitting people's collections now. But D-Rock, if you convert yours to the half, you order directly through Prime, you said?
I didn't, but I need to talk to my distributor.
Okay.
Or
Let us
reseller or
know.
whatever.
Let us know if they allow you to convert if you can.
Okay, I'll do it.
Actually, I had some experience with that about a year or so ago. I had a piece on order with them, and I decided that I wanted out on that one, but I wanted to be able to apply that NRD to a different piece. And they did allow me to do it. I had to cancel the one that I had the NRD on,
Yeah.
and then go back in and pre-order the other and whatever. It took a couple of days of talking back and forth, but they did allow me to do it.
This was directly through Prime?
Yeah, directly through Prime.
Okay.
Even with Fatal the Collector, he did the same thing. He canceled one piece, and then like maybe a couple months later, he decided he wanted to buy it again. Then they said if you buy it again, you get your NRD back. So when he redid it, then they send them the money. He sent them an email.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah. If they do that, then I think that's fine. But if they're not allowing people to do the upgrade and they're losing the NRDs, yeah, that's not going to be cool.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that though. Like, and I'm pretty sure there's just not like hundreds of people just blocking it to switch over. They got space. So who knows?
You'd be surprised. Trust me, if you're a Keaton fan, like this is going to be you make space for something like this, right? Especially if it was the 2-pack. I think what has it is the people ordering the 2-pack. Are you going to stick with the 2-pack because of the Bruce Wayne? Or are you going to have more of a focal point on the Keaton Batman alone? Again, J&D's in the cards too, don't forget. So it's a great time to be an 89 fan, I'll tell you that. Hot Toys reissuing their figures too. Jeez.
J&D's gonna make the Flash Keaton.
No, make it fantastic. My wallet will be.
Oh goodness.
Oh, if they did that, that would be so tragic. Let's talk a little bit of Monsterpalooza was going on this weekend. And we have a few content creators that were there. This is one channel I found, which is really great content for the ECC. This was the ECC booth setup over there. Let me get the music off here so we can hear this a little bit because there was some interesting stuff. This gentleman here, Rafael Robledo Jr., he has some great content as well on his channel. I gave him a subscribe. Check him out. He did some great
hit that thumbs up.
Palooza coverage. Yes, sir. 125.
With
Steve Wang, man,
Monsterpalooza 2024
from ECC.
with some pretty cool new stuff.
Let's take a look at these pieces.
Hey, how's it going? What do you got for us this year?
Well, this here, first piece, I'll show you.
I'm excited for this one. Alan, what do you think of all this one, man?
1/3 scale. It comes with hand-laid hair.
No, not for me.
Not for you? Okay.
No, I like it. I think they did a phenomenal job with it, but no, I don't collect Hellboy.
No, Hellboy. I rooted the facial hair, hand laid hair. You're getting the big baby as well as the Samaritan. That's when we looked at this on Friday. We didn't see that it came with the Samaritan. That's cool. And
I would love to have that thing. I don't know where I put it at, but on the roof.
3rd scale. It's swappable. It has all the cross, the rosary.
It's not for me. I don't like Hellboy that much, but it looks really good.
I thought
they did a good job on the mixed media. Looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was confirming this is from the Golden Army. So they're going to have number 2. So they're going to have the crown. That's going to go on top of the base there. And then they have the army there on the
Yeah, that's
base.
cool.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, so good. I wish he had the cigar, though, to be honest. That'd be cool. They're not done yet. Maybe they'll include something like that, but
The red shows up really well.
yeah. This was an original work. He explains who it's from.
Called Creature Core. And it was a really famous book, especially for makeup effects people. And so, unfortunately, Mr. Nirasawa passed away a while ago. But in his book, there was a character he designed called the Salasinian.
The Salasinian. So that's pretty epic.
It's really cool.
If you're one of the creature collector, alien collector. The attention to details. I don't own any ECC pieces, but man, they really knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
Do you own any, Alan?
I had one
Okay.
a few years ago. I had the Hulk from Age of Ultron, the Mark Ruffalo 1/3 scale.
The Cinemaquette one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sold it?
Same company.
Yeah.
It had rooted hair, spandex pants. The base was amazing. Had a bunch of busted up Ultrons with their eyes flickering and so forth. It was a really nice piece. I liked it, but eventually ended up selling it. But yeah, the quality was there.
Awesome. Here's the Ape Sapien with the light up.
On his breather, it has a little light on his goggle. There's a little book. His suit. But what's crazy about this is that if you look down here, it's got his box, and these are all individual parts.
That's wild, man.
He has over,
Wow.
almost 100 parts.
100
That is
parts.
attention to detail.
That's
You can't see as
crazy.
much in the back. Oh, here's
That's
a
crazy.
little tooth fairy here.
Oh, the
And then
tooth
on
fairies,
backside,
yeah.
There's little tooth fairy catchers in the back as well.
Wow. Okay, this raptor is
Yeah, the Velociraptor from
Crazy.
Jurassic Park 2. And,
Lost World.
This one here, we're really proud of. We spent a lot of time. This was scanned off the original, and then retooled, and then reposed.
Shh, that raptor's beautiful. Wow.
They don't do a lot of pieces, but the ones they put out are really top notch.
Oh yeah. E.T. This is the 3rd scale. They did a 1-to-1. Now they're doing the 3rd. Stunning. Look at the bloody T-Rex in the back of the head there. Jeez. It's wild, man.
That light up on the chest that effect's pretty impressive.
It's so nice. And then now he's going to the T-Rex.
Grail
Oh yeah.
of Jurassic Park Collectibles.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
You should put E.T. and the T-Rex's mouth.
Inside, he's like, ECC's like, Queen, hold my beer while I show you how to do it.
Jesus, that's amazing.
Jeez Louise, man. If I had like a freaking mansion, I'd put this above the fireplace.
Is this 3rd scale for the Rex?
Oh, I have no idea what scale is it. 3rd
I don't
scale?
know.
I don't know if this is 3rd.
No, it's 1-to-1. It's 1-to-1.
Big as shit.
It's 1-to-1?
1-to-1.
Yeah,
T-Rexes were small.
supposed to be.
No, that can't
Oh, this can't be 1-to-1, man.
That's a baby T-Rex. I could take him.
Okay.
Is it 1-to-1?
Well,
Honestly,
I don't know. You guys know better than me.
I was
I
thinking
I don't
almost
know.
I can't say for
T-Rex
sure.
had a
Here,
4 to
It's not.
5.
I mean, it's not. It's not half scale.
Hold on, let's see if I can get him to say it if he says it.
I feel like in the movies, the head was a lot bigger than like a human person.
Yep.
yeah, sure.
Very nice. This is really cool. Holy moly.
This is the Holy Grail of Jurassic Park collectibles.
Jeez.
Yeah. So this here was a scan off of Greg Nicotero. I don't know if any of you guys know Greg.
Oh, yeah,
from,
sure.
Yeah, Walking Dead. But anyway, Greg was kind enough to let us scan his T-Rex. And so it was off the original mold. So from there, we scanned it, we took it through digital, retooled it, corrected it. Some of the stuff that we really scoured through all the references.
He's still holding the Hellboy hand.
By Matt Winston. And yeah, then we produced this thing, so it's as screen accurate as we can get it.
Okay.
There you go.
Down to the paint job, yeah.
Crazy.
And this is going to be a limited.
I don't think
1-to-1
he's as
then.
close to it as you guys think either. I think he's like 5 feet away
How
from
much?
it.
Because we just got losing their minds.
I know. Well, yeah, that's of me. But
Man, 1-to-1, that'd be a monster.
Because when he reached his hand into the eyeball was the size of his hand. So
That's crazy. Here's a front view. Yeah, holy mac.
That bigger than the Queens?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Queens didn't fit. This for sure ain't fitting.
All right, there he is, Rafael Robledos Jr. Studios. Appreciate you guys. Be sure to show some love.
dang, that's amazing.
Yeah. And then the last one for Monsterpalooza that I wanted to get out. There's a few, but I think these were the two best that I got to see. It's from Jeff Delaney, Secret Sanctuary. The PCS. Let me share it here. So I'll put these channels in the description afterwards. You guys can have a look, show some support, because they're filming the content that we don't get to see. People who are international can't travel there or whatnot. But this is Secret Sanctuary, Jeff Delaney. Be sure to subscribe. This is the PCS. What's it called? The Howling.
It's the Howling. I just watched this yesterday.
Did you?
Mhm.
I didn't watch. I haven't
This
watched
is-
the film, but this looks.
accurate.
It looks
It's
pretty good,
accurate,
man.
but it's not the. I don't know which one in the movie had this color fur, because I never saw this color fur on any of the transformations in the film, so I'm not sure which one this is. Could just be from a different Howling. But also the camera work and stuff on the ears, like people were talking about the ears being too big. It's accurate, but they don't show the ears that much in the movie. And I stated this before, that most of the time in movies they won't film. You don't get this kind of view.
Yeah.
You don't get all these angles. You don't get all this lighting. And it was pretty much what I said. It's shot very dramatic lighting, very low lighting, spotlights on specific places. So it's probably just surprised people that the ears were that big, because in the movie you don't really notice it.
These
They don't
American
shoot it.
Psycho.
I've never seen the movie D-Rock, but like, could it be the same thing for like the fur? You know, like sometimes like
That's
the
what I was
color is
gonna say.
different, and then when it gets
Yeah,
filmed,
well,
like they change the
in the
color
movie-
of the lighting.
In the movie, there's a scene where she's in a doctor's office that's lit completely, and they show the werewolf show up in the scene, in the lighting. It's not shot of his face, like his ears like this, like showing everything. It's shot from like kind of the eyes down, but the fur's dark brown on him.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's the main one in the movie. So that's why I said I'm
on,
not sure who
Mitchell?
the white fur is. It may be another one from the film, but it's not the one that she was like running from or whatever that was coming
Hey,
after her.
Stanley.
But I'm not sure. That's the only one I've seen. It's the first one, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, Jeff is my go-to for the.
But it
for
looks
the
accurate.
Monsterpalooza content.
It
I
looks
was
good.
pulling up. I was
Yeah,
pulling
and I
up the
think
other
they're
gentleman's because
over-
Steve was there.
I think they're like 8 feet. So I'm not sure how big this piece is at 1/3, but it's like 8 feet in the movie. It looked like it's definitely well taller than the door frame.
I think PCS excelled here. I'm digging it. I didn't watch the film, but I can appreciate that piece. Here's their American Psycho at quarter
38
scale.
inches. 38 inches tall, D-Rock.
Okay. Yes, that's pretty
Good.
accurate. That's 8 feet and more than 8 feet, isn't it? Times
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's their ghost face.
This Ghostface is probably it's one of their best horror statues.
I like the one running through the door. And here's the pumpkin head.
The problem is that fabric is crap on that third scale running through the door. This is so much more screen accurate.
This pumpkin
I like
head
the
is
Cyclops.
a monster.
What's that from?
2200. I'm not sure they didn't mention what. This isn't just a PCS booth. It's mixed.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is part of the museum section where they have like all the props and statues and masks.
Okay.
And
so this is my next movie on the list. It was between those two, and Howling went out, so I'm going to watch this one next to see what it's about.
I like that Howling personally. This is a nice pumpkin head too. It's different, a beast, but that Howling is different, really different. Some people more a fan of the sculpted fur. I think I like that the rooted job they did there.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks more screen accurate like this.
Yeah.
If they had done that sculpted, it wouldn't look as good. Personally.
Yep. Awesome.
Don't put it by a cat though. Right.
Even this, some video I was looking at, the paint colors didn't come out as good, but this Jeff took some clear video here. Its blood looks good. They definitely excel in their monster line. I would, if I was them, I'd stick this route. Stick to this route and continue to do this. This is
vote for me. And I'll make it come true.
What's going on, Whisper? Happy Monday. Thanks for stopping by. Piggy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's fixed up, buddy. Hope you and the family are doing well. Mitchell's saying it's from the first Howling movie.
Yeah, but which one? Mitchell, tell me which one. I just can't remember it. It might be your husband. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to give away spoilers, but I'm not sure.
Okay, let's get into our games, man.
Let's do a VO.
Can you imagine? Yeah. We might do a live PO. If I end up deciding on going, I'll do a live PO.
If you do it, I'll wait for you and I'll do it with you.
We all do it. You know what I mean?
And if the both of you do it, I will watch it.
I'll do it too. One band, one sound. Hoorah! All the Visionaries out there.
A Keaton is coming home. I don't know which one yet, but a Batman 89 Batman is coming home. I'm leaning towards the half scale after our discussion.
We don't want to hear that yapping. We want to hear more clapping. Just click, 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 click.
It's easy. It's easy for Vision to just you know.
I got the itch. Oh yeah. Today my 1 year. My 1 year today.
Oh yeah. We gotta celebrate that. I was gonna do that at the end, but yeah, 1 year in the hobby.
I'm site right now.
1 year in the hobby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. And look at everything you got.
For Vision.
Yeah, 1 year and $30,000 later, huh?
Yeah.
1 year. Look, you could see the gray hairs. The gray hairs are coming in. Look.
It's crazy, but yeah, 1 year and today, the first time I said like it was Jetwing. I said I would never spend that much money. Then I bought the Prime One Darknet. And then a week later, Batman 1000. That's when I went. Maxtro, what's the name? Warpaint. Fuck. So my second year, I'm gonna take my time though. It's gonna be way slower. It won't be like this.
I thought you were gonna say my 1 year. All right, guys, tonight we're holding an auction. Clearing out the collection.
Oh, that would have been one of my questions about it. That landed on me though. It's like if you had to get if somebody offered you, well, it already depends on like let's say outlet. Somebody offered you $15,000, but they could pick 10 of your pieces, but they could come pick it themselves. Would you let them do it?
10 pieces for 1,500? 15,000? Get out of here.
Yeah. What about you?
No,
like,
make it 50,000 maybe.
Nigga, $50. I'll walk into your house, bro. We'll swim it, whatever you gotta figure it out. $50K.
No.
Have anybody ever sit there and looked at your stuff and just count it? Like
We
added
work,
it up?
Vision. People have lives, you know? Goddamn, Vision.
I work too. I still count. So I'm like,
I would, because I don't think I have $15 worth in my collection. So
I was gonna
hey,
say
go ahead.
the
Have
same
at it.
thing, but I do. I probably have like, I think I counted. I think I only have like 20,000. So it's, you know,
damn.
it's chump change compared to a lot of people. So I'm cool with it.
It's crazy seeing that people like, yeah, man, chump change, man. Some people have like 100,000, 200,000. Wow.
I know.
But it makes them happy though, so it is what it is.
All right. Well, let's
I mean, that's like 5 right there. Just those two.
final
I think
round
it's expensive.
of who do you think is the greatest movie antagonist of all time?
Oh, let me get my YouTube up.
Jaws is gonna win it
Let's see
all.
what do we have
Our
here?
first round is going to be Voldemort versus Jack Torrance.
Dun, dun,
We
dun,
got Agent Smith versus Amy Dunn from Gone Girl.
dun,
The
dun.
Wicked Stepmother from Cinderella versus Norman Stansfield from Leon the Professional. And then we got Jigsaw versus Pennywise.
Those last two should have been split up.
Listen,
So tough.
if Amy Dunn wins against Agent Smith, I'm quitting the show.
Lord Voldemort versus Jack Torrance.
Come on,
Who's winning it?
Voldemort.
Voldemort for me.
The poll.
Yeah,
started the poll.
I'm going with Voldemort too, and I feel shameful in saying that because
What's going on, Popo?
he got beaten by some kids,
Yeah.
all the time. But I'm just not a Shining fan at all.
Yeah, neither am I.
Because the movie doesn't really show his character as much.
Right,
He like disappears for half the movie.
right. So I just don't think he has enough.
He
enough to
doesn't.
carry.
Get your votes in.
It's more iconic for like the scenes at the end when he's chasing her around and like chopping the door and stuff. I mean, it's just like specific shots and scenes and stuff he
Right.
says.
Right. I think,
But it's like his character in the movie is not really that fleshed out. In the
No,
movie,
I feel like
not in the book. In the book, it is. In the movie,
I don't-
not so much.
I ain't got time to read all that.
I feel like sometimes there's movies that are iconic because of, like you said, D-Rock, certain scenes, and just because they're
Yeah.
old. Like it's like
It's just because they're
oh,
old.
This movie came on in the
Well,
70s or 80s,
you're
and it's
talking
a classic.
Yeah.
Like,
It's classic because it's like one of the best actors ever, one of the like best directors ever. You know,
Right.
that makes it classic. Just the names, if nothing else. So,
Yeah.
even without the performances, but then you come away with a few really cool scenes and like that one liner. Here's Johnny, will never go away.
Yeah.
It'll stay around forever. So that's
Yeah.
what you
4
pay
people in
those-
here,
that's what
10
you pay
votes.
those bucks for.
Gonna wait 1 minute. Once it hits 2
I'm gonna
minutes,
go
I'll
with
call it.
Voldemort too, though.
Okay.
He I mean, he had a plan. Jack just kind of like descends into stupidity.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah, the most prominent parts of that movie for me are like the twins and the
Yeah, the twins.
elevator blood scene. Like those are the
They're
things
wrong.
that stick out, not really him.
Okay.
You
That's
guys,
because he
you guys
disappeared. Like I
remember-
said, he disappears for like a third of the movie.
Right. Do you guys remember like forever ago? And I don't know, maybe you guys never saw this. I remember this video, and it's probably a YouTube video that went around, and it was Harry Potter themed, and it was like finger puppets.
No idea what you're talking about.
Nah.
Oh god! And they like sang their names, kind of like Pokemon did. And I remember Voldemort popped up, and it's playing in my head right now. It was like Voldemort, Voldemort, Voldemort. So that's just kind of what's going in my head right now. Anyway, Voldemort.
Voldemort took it 82% of the vote.
Yeah.
Good for you. He ain't winning in the end, but good for him.
No. He's getting beat by some kids.
What's her
I
name?
know.
Amy?
Yeah, Amy Dunn.
Amy Dunn versus Agent Smith. The poll
Amy
is up.
Dunn
Amy
lost.
Dunn from Gone Girl versus Agent Smith from The Matrix.
I don't even know how this is even a question.
Exactly.
The greater
I'm about-
antagonist in the film.
I'm about to get slaughtered.
I would take Agent Smith over Voldemort.
I would take Agent Smith over Voldemort.
Amy
Yeah,
got a
bro.
vote. We're at
But I would
25.
I would take Amy Dunn over.
That was probably Dan Vega voting for Amy.
We got more. It's 60-40 right now.
Gone Girl is one of my favorite movies, and she is such a fucking bitch. She's such a terrible person.
Yeah, she's horrible.
She's so bad.
Agent Smith, Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be Agent Smith.
Sure.
Amy don't stand a chance, but
Agent Smith didn't come back from the dead, though, man.
Amy did it.
You sure? Technically, he's what was the last movie? Revelations or whatever.
Yeah, we don't talk about
He was
that
in
one.
there, so
We don't talk about that one. Let's get some music popping here because 53
I mean, I
people in here.
feel like isn't
You guys are
Agent
having
Smith
fun.
kind of like as long as the Matrix exists, he'll be there in some form?
I think so.
Because the guy in the room with all the television screens, he kind of explains how the Matrix works in that second movie or third movie. Fuck, I can't remember.
Yeah, they kind of the second and third kind of just blend together.
Mitchell's saying you got to pick evenly matched ups. Yeah, we will. This was our first round, and Vision was drinking a little, so we will, Mitchell. We're working on it, right? It's just for fun. Right? This guys thinks we're gonna.
Well, I think the point too is
Vision
like,
was emailing the companies about free shipping.
This was like our first big round. We'll do the next one. We'll make a list as a
It's
team.
like what's more memorable. So it's not like that person fight that person or anything like that. It's like if you show a person the picture, well, they're like, oh yeah, I know that one. Oh, I know that one.
You put the shark from Jaws, for God's sakes, man.
Some people need something else.
Okay, we'll do it the next round because we did this all at once. We'll do like a whole crew setup.
Yeah.
Who is a greater antagonist? Agent Smith taking it 69%. Smithy boy,
it's gonna go all the way.
Smithy.
Shark's going all the way.
Yeah, we should do Jaws versus the dog. What the hell's that dog's name?
Cujo.
Cujo.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Shit, he kept coming.
Man, you got to do a what was that? There was an orca movie in the 80s too, wasn't there? Like a killer orca.
Really?
Did you ever see that? Yeah. It's just like Jaws, except it's a killer whale attacking people. They even do like a boat scene where it tears up the back of the boat. And it's very similar.
It was called Free Willy.
It was actually Free Willy. It was called Orca, I believe.
Okay, so next one's gonna be the Wicked Stepmother versus Norman Stansfield from Leon the Professional.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with The Professional.
I don't even remember him, but I remember Leon the Professional being one of those movies I saw early on in life and was just like, oh, this is fantastic cinema.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
What's the stepmother from?
Cinderella.
Well, it'd be nice if I could stare at her picture again.
Put the picture up.
I don't think I've ever seen the live action Cinderella.
Sorry about that. Where did it go?
I don't know that I have either.
Leon is a really good movie. You get a young Natalie Portman.
That was her first role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to seduce an older man.
Right.
Cinderella dressed in yellow.
All right, we're gonna give this one
I
to
think
Norman.
Norman's gonna take it just because of Gary Oldman, if for no other reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is a
I mean,
fair
he's
point.
pretty much great in everything.
we're at 6
Especially
votes.
Bram
I'll wait
Stoker.
till the 2-minute mark. 6 votes in.
Who the hell actually voted for the stepmother?
I don't know how she even got on the list.
No, that was you, huh, Vega?
I did not. I would not. Not I, said the fly.
Wow,
Just voting
is
for
that
the-
from
voting for the women.
the woman who ate the fly? Is that from
I
that
don't
storybook?
I think so. I just remember it was
I
a
swallowed
saying
a
all the
fly.
time.
I guess.
Oh, I don't know if it is.
Remember that storybook?
Yeah, I remember it.
There
now
was
that
an
you
old
said
lady
it.
who swallowed a
Swallowed a
fly.
fly.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's like my childhood right there.
Young people.
I don't understand how we have 10 votes. Okay, People got to vote, man. 44 people, 10 votes. God damn it. That's probably the panel, too.
Yeah, you let
I
bots.
mean, I vote every time.
Yeah, I voted.
Okay, we'll call it here. Norman taking it. And then the last one is Jigsaw versus
Come on, man.
Pennywise.
Now, by Jigsaw, we mean
I go for
John
Pennywise.
Kramer, not the puppet, right? Because the puppet doesn't do anything.
Yeah, Kramer.
I stopped watching after the third movie. I was like, all right, this is just copy and paste.
Wait, you say after the third movie?
Yeah, I saw up to the third movie and I stopped because it was like it was all the same shit.
Well, I'm not Jerry's
Right.
friend anymore.
I hate horror movies, so.
No, I don't disagree, but I watched all of them because I like torture porn. Can't help it.
Wow.
It's not that kind of porn. John.
Saw isn't being a supernatural creature. Okay.
Don't let him to your pool party, D-Rock.
This one's hard for me.
This one is probably.
I like the creativity of all of the traps. I like the concept behind Kramer's goals, but Pennywise as a character is just better all around, I think.
Which one do you like better, the newer movie Pennywise or the older It? With
Tim Curry's.
Tim Curry.
I prefer the newer one, but it doesn't mean that the original TV movie thing was bad.
I think they're just different because I feel like the newer one went more darker and like
right.
Not that the Tim Curry one wasn't dark, but it was. I feel like it was a little bit lighter. It wasn't as dark.
It was a TV movie.
I know,
made for TV movie, so they couldn't go as far as they really need to. Like
right. But I think that gives
me,
it an interesting character, though. Like it's framed in such a lighter way, but it's
lighter way.
Implemented.
Yeah, it's still creepy. And I know, like the second part of the newer one got a lot of shit, but I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed that one better than the original second part, where he's just like this weird like monster creature, and then they just throw a silver earring at him, and he dies.
That's a fantastic point because I always give the second part of the new one shit too. But you're right; it does.
The original second part was shit too. I think it was worse, but
I'm gonna call it here. Pennywise is taking this one with 62 of the vote.
All right, I'm good with that.
Okay, last vote. Greater antagonist. Between the four of today is Voldemort. I'm just gonna put Lord V. Next one will be Agent Smith. And we got Norman.
So it's really Agent Smith versus Pennywise, right, guys?
Yeah, basically.
Then,
okay, cool.
Wow, this one's gonna be hard for me.
It's Pennywise for me. I mean, I'm
a
horror guy more than a.
I think I would have to go Pennywise because I feel like Agent Smith kind of like just got worse as the movies went on.
Yeah, it's Pennywise for me.
So once again, if it ends up being Pennywise, we're going with basically a creature over like a killing machine. I mean, he has to set up the kills, but he's still just like a.
Pennywise is at 100%. Nope.
Not
Norman just got one.
Who voted for Norman?
Well, this is really it's supposed to be like who's better in their movies, who's better characters, not who can beat each other, right?
Yeah, not who can beat each other.
I don't know. I feel like it went.
It's just who's better.
It's who do you think is the greatest movie antagonist of all time?
Yeah,
it's not versus. I don't. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's versus as an antagonist in their film.
Yeah. Who's the better character, more fleshed out, and
exactly.
Okay. Well, then to me, it's Pennywise.
Yeah. Pennywise.
Yeah.
Pennywise or Freddy.
Alan, which
Wait,
one are you going
what?
with?
What? Yeah, Alan, who you going with?
Well, to be honest, I never saw Pennywise. I couldn't bring myself to go see a movie with that creepy clown.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Don't worry, I'm in the same boat.
Alan has limits, and he's okay sticking to them.
Yeah, I
That's
used to have
it, man.
the.
I'm just not gonna. No,
I used to have
I
the Hot
can't-
Toys of this one.
I don't know how collectors can bring that image into their homes.
Yeah.
As I said, I had the Hot Toy version, but then I gave it to my
Oh,
brother.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
If
okay.
if
it
PCS
was
made
real
a
good.
PCS made a quarter scale, I'd be bringing it right into my home.
Oh my god.
One
Prime
third
did
scale.
one. Prime 1 did one, yeah.
Yeah, they did what? Was it half or a third?
All right, we're gonna call it here.
Yes, sir.
Pennywise
Yeah.
is taking it.
Yep.
So next week we will do the final round with the contenders, and we'll start our new one. Rob Barnes says Pennywise, Dollar Foolish. Sounds like a few collectors I know. Wow. All right, let's quick 10-minute round of trivia so we can dethrone Buck. Buck at 5,500. Jerry, you're at 1,800. D-Rock is at 800. Phoenix is at 6. And we got the whole crew in the live chat. Atticus, Ken, Jesse, Mitchell, Rob, and Rocco all at 500 points. Here's our weekly round. Kicking it off with Vega. Our topics are going to be Terminator and anime.
Shit.
Oh no.
I'm gonna sit pretty
Oh,
right
shit.
here, just like this.
Vega, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Let's go. Terminator for 300.
I'll be back.
You guys know how this works. I draw the line.
Yeah.
There's the line. Here we go. Terminator for 300. Let's blow through this. Who was sent back in time to protect Sarah Connor? I want first and last name, please. Jerry.
John Connor. No, the
That
first
is it.
movie.
That is incorrect.
God, what is his name?
That's not who I have.
Oh no, I was thinking of the son. Forgot about the other
Yeah.
guy. My bad.
4, 3,
I can't think of his name.
2, 1. All right, nobody got this one. Kyle Reese, ladies and gentlemen.
There you
Oh,
I only seen the first movie once.
wait. It's going to
No
be a
clue.
rough round. It's going to be a
No
rough round. Go ahead, Vega.
All right, guys, let's try this. Terminator for 200.
What did Sarah Connor work as before the Terminator arrived from the future?
Stripper.
Jerry.
Waitress.
There we go.
Hey,
Jerry on the board.
Go, Jerry.
I'm glad you answered it, Jerry. I would have got it wrong.
Wasn't Jerry negative 300 though?
Yeah, it would be negative 100. Yeah, I got the.
Oh, never mind. My bad. Damn, Jerry. Oh, man.
Jerry, go ahead.
I should get deep into that.
Anime 400.
In the anime Hunter x Hunter, which family is famous for being assassins?
I ain't never seen this one.
What's
I don't know who that is.
5, 4.
Can't remember the name.
Vega.
The Zoldyck family.
Yep.
That's incorrect. That's not the name I have. 4.
Dang. Can't.
Hold on. Vision. Hold on a second. That was D-Rock, right? Minus. Oh, you're right. Jerry would have minus. You're right.
He's 100.
He's minus, yeah.
I didn't
It was
answer
the question was 400, right?
It was 300.
It was,
and I got 200.
Okay, no, hold on. You
So
just
I would be negative. I would be negative 100.
oh, yes. Okay, perfect. That's what I got. Who just answered that?
Hater.
Vega did. Vega did. Okay, perfect. Okay,
I did.
nobody got it. It is the Kilua's family. Kilua's family.
Yeah,
Man, you
his
guys
last name
suck
is
today.
Zoldyck. His last name
Is it
is
Zoldyck?
Zoldyck. It's the Zoldyck family.
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, Vega.
No, it's cool. It's all right.
I don't know anime.
screw it up in the end
These are
anyway.
not the answers. These are the answers they give me. Kilua's family.
No, it's fine.
Okay. We're gonna have to do a spot check to check that after. Someone do that, please. He could be full of it. What's going? Okay, Kiloa sold it. Okay, Jeff sure confirmed it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. How's it going, Jeff? I don't trust Vegas, so it's fine.
That's smart.
Go ahead, Vega.
Let's do Terminator for 400.
Oh, I think I made this round too hard. What did the little boy at the restaurant stick in Sarah's pocket as she was trying to serve the table?
Where's the Terminator 2 questions?
Don't worry about the Terminator 2 questions. These are the questions. What did the little boy at the restaurant stick in Sarah's pocket as she was trying to serve the table? Really, guys? D-Rock.
A toy?
Incorrect, D-Rock. All right.
I
Nobody.
don't know this movie.
No?
Okay. You went to Terminator
Ice
2.
cream. Ice
You
cream.
went more obscure.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
The little boy put ice cream in her pocket as she was serving the table.
Jeez. All right.
Alan, help me out here, Alan.
Goodness
Get out.
gracious.
Go ahead, Vega.
Terminator for 100.
How many Sarah Connors are killed before the Terminator finds the one he is searching for?
Ooh.
4, 3.
Is it? I don't know. 3?
Incorrect.
Damn.
Nobody else went? Okay. D-Rock.
4.
Incorrect, D-Rock.
Dang it.
We tried D-Rock.
I have no idea.
How long do you think the
No
movie
clue.
was, man?
How many more movies? I mean, how many more?
2 is the answer.
Oh, I went the wrong direction. Dang
Yeah,
it.
the
You're
wrong
so
direction.
close.
Go ahead, Vega.
All right. Let's do anime for 100. Get the hell out, Terminator.
Let's. Okay. What alien race battled the Robotech Defense Forces?
Oh man, that's old.
I never seen this shit either.
Old anime. Jesus.
Oh. Nobody?
Mm.
Jeff got it too. So did Aiden.
Yeah.
What's going on, Aiden? Good to see you. Aiden got ice cream too.
What was
All right.
this? Is that the anime called Robotech Defense Forces?
Zentradi.
Yeah, this is from like the 80s or something.
Okay.
I thought it was a Klingons.
I had no.
The Klingons.
Well, okay. I guess I'll just keep picking numbers. Let's do
Yeah, there you
anime for 500.
Oh wow.
Who was the first member of the first Levy squad to die in Attack on Titan?
Seriously, the first member?
I'm not good with names.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean,
Who was the first member of the first Levy squad to die in Attack on Titan?
It's crazy. John did so well trying to give it to you guys, and you guys don't know no anime.
Vega, go ahead. I know.
Was it Gunther?
Wow. Yes, it was. Good job.
Gunta is Gunta.
Gunta.
Go ahead,
Russian.
Vega.
Terminator for 500.
I think you used Google on that one, but that's fine. What company built the defense computer that became self-aware and started the war between the humans and the machines? What company built the defense computer?
I have no idea.
Vega.
I was gonna say Skynet, but that's not the fucking company.
That's not correct. Yep.
Oh,
Just blew that lead.
that's fine.
Anybody else? All right, I guess I'm gonna do Sesame Street next fucking trivia. 'Cause
Ooh.
you guys are...
Yeah, Sesame Street.
I wouldn't know that either.
Seriously? Cyberdyne. Cyberdyne.
Cyberdyne. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Jeez. All right.
I'll be back, my
John expects us to be as obsessed with some of these things as he is.
John's
Well, I
seen
would
like
think-
3 movies, and that's it.
Okay, buddy. You guys are called. You watch anime. My ass. You watch anime. Go ahead, Vega.
All right,
got-
anime
you gave me
for
that-
What do you
300.
actually watch, John? There's a lot of anime, man.
Which anime series revolves around the Elric brothers? Let's see. D-Rock.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Thank you.
Mm.
There you go. One that I knew, but
Last
Finally.
question. Which anime series revolves around a boy who sells his soul to a demon?
A lot.
Yeah, exactly. Which one?
Well, this one I have a particular one here. A
All right,
boy,
I'll try one of the million.
Vega.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's like 3. Oh,
Five.
Black Butler.
That is the right answer.
Oh, you picked
Yes.
the right one.
Like, there's
Good
there's
stuff.
a bunch. Like always like demons and.
I would
shit.
never got that. I've never
Oh.
seen that one either.
Black Butler. Name
Okay,
vision.
final round. We got Jerry versus Vega. The last one's going to be the ink block test. So go ahead on Facebook Messenger.
Wow.
Send me how much you want to wager.
I'm gonna let it out the bag now. Technically, I'm negative 100, so it's literally just Vega. I got the
You're
300
negative
wrong.
100?
I got the 300 wrong, and then I got the 200 right.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, well then, thanks for being honest. At least there you go. Okay, Vega, you take it.
Damn, Vega.
I'll show it to you. Well, Vega, do you want to participate in the final trivia, or I'll let you decide, where you can wager an amount, or do you want to go just take your points?
I'll play trivia, but I'm just gonna.
Can we do like a category?
I'll throw up 100. I'll bet 100.
You want to do 100? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll show you what this is. Everybody in the chat, don't say anything. I'll show you the ink blot of which one this is, and you tell me which statue and what company for 100.
Okay.
You have I'll give you 7 seconds.
Okay.
7.
That's too small for me. I can't see. Hold on.
6.
That is really small.
Oh, I can't see anything.
Well, open your eyes. 5.
Jesus.
No, I can't.
Come on.
Brightness or something.
All right, say so.
You want the brightness up? Hold on.
No, it's fine.
Brightness all the way up. 5. 4.
That is very small.
I honestly.
Is it that small? Hold on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
it's
small.
usually double, at least double the size.
I don't know why it was like that. Okay, I won't take your points off, but that's fine. I'll fix it next round.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
should
it's
have come
very
up bigger. You guys should just anybody. If somebody in the chat got it, I'm not gonna take that as an answer. So, if somebody in the chat gets it, everyone say that's too small.
Mitchell
Okay.
Lawrence says that's too small.
Okay, fine. I'll fix it for
Thanks,
next.
Mitchell. I appreciate
I'll
that.
fix it for next week. I don't know why it came out so small, but
Oh, okay, what was
Even if I go full screen, I can't.
Yeah,
hold on. I'm gonna show
I'm
you.
looking at it on like a 27-inch monitor.
Mhm.
And it's so small.
Iron Man?
LBS Iron Man.
I would have never got that.
A regular size.
I know you. Well, that's what it was. Regular size or not size. No one would have got that anyway. Okay,
Even bigger size, I would have never got that.
so Vega will take that one. That was hard, yeah. Well,
I feel like this would have been unique, but John made it harder.
I made it harder this
Wow.
one, yeah.
That was harder.
Yeah.
The chat.
He took
I'll
the
give-
feedback.
I'll give this one to the chat. I don't know if it's too small. We'll see if somebody can get it. If nobody gets it, then we'll just call it. But the first person in the chat to get this one will get 500 points in the public chat. Here we go.
Oh, that
This
was
one's
easy.
hard.
What?
Easy?
It's too small, but I got
Yeah,
it.
I got it.
That one's easy.
Tell me what company and which character. There's the line. I'll give it a few seconds, a minute or so, maybe a few seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Close, Jesse. 3, 2, 1. Give it an extra second if there's another entry. Okay, we're gonna call it. Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesse. Okay, I'll give it to Popo, just because the delay. Infinity Studios.
That Australian delay.
Infinity Studios Avatar. I don't even think Queen
like-
did one, did they?
I like A+ as an answer.
I know. Movies. Rob says that's too big. You savage. So we'll give it to Mr. Popo for saying Infinity, and Vegas taking it with 500. Congrats. Guys, let us wrap this up. Vision, thanks for being here, man. Happy 1 year of collecting.
Yeah.
Here, 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 here.
Now it's
been a
time
crazy-
to retire.
Crazy year for you, man. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm down though. One year
Uh,
done.
It is aged.
D-Rock, yeah, tell me about it. D-Rock, always good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for having me, man.
Of course, man. Vega, you as well as Jerry. Always great to see you. And Alan, always great to have your company on the show. You're going live
thank you.
Friday with Godlike Statues, correct?
Yes. 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock Eastern time. Beautiful. Everybody who tuned in, appreciate you guys. A+ saying crazy collections behind you guys. Thank you, brother. Jesse says, I wasn't sure if it was Infinity or Queen. It's okay, Jesse. Next time, man. Thanks for stopping by, everyone who was live. Thank you to everyone who's watching the replay. I appreciate you guys always supporting the channel and having fun. All the best. Have a great rest of the week. And always remember to collect responsibly. We will see you on Friday for the Collectors Club. And Steve will have his show tomorrow, Casual Nerd Problems. See you then.